good morning. Man, message, and I don't want to mess it up. I want to get it out there early. I'm pretty much, I work remotely like most of the time, like 98% of the time, but sometimes I have to go on site for certain things. So on my way to Harford County, Maryland, and just listening to a podcast, Sway in the Morning has a nice and amazing interview with Wallow. If you don't know who Wallow 267 is, look him up. Amazing individual who was able to, basically crack the matrix. So long story short, I don't want to mess up the message, but the jewel that he just dropped on Sway in the Morning was, there's more people out in the free world that are incarcerated mentally than there are actual people who are physically incarcerated and behind bars. Think about that. Think about that for a second. There are more people who are incarcerated mentally in the free world because they limit themselves on trying any goddamn thing. It makes me extremely upset, and it makes me frustrated a little bit when I think about it, because some of these people are people that I know and love, and we always put limits on ourselves. Why do we put limits on ourselves? It drives me crazy, because I'm done with it. Today, one quick prime example. Last week I went into the gym and I did this machine. It's called the T-bar row. It's basically for your back. It's like rowing, and you add plates onto it to pull, to strengthen your back. I had an injury that I retweaked, which was my rib. It's something on my right side rib, and it's pretty painful, guys, don't get me wrong. And so long story short, I tweaked it again, re-injured it, and instead of me complaining, I just took a day off. I took Sunday off. I didn't work out at all. Rested up, popped some Advil. Still had the pain there, but the Advil helped with the inflammation. And so today I still have a little bit of the pain, but guess what, guys? Some people have pain all the time, and they can't get it to go away. It's not just something that happened from a little injury. They just have it, whether it's mental pain or physical pain, or whatever type of pain it might be. Some people have it all the time and they're not able to cut it off. For me, it's just a little rib ache. So I got my ass up today and I worked out. I just did a little over a mile, and then I did some light dumbbells. I just lightened it up. And instead of me doing 3 to 5 sets, I did 2 sets. But I still got that shit done. I'm sorry to curse, but sometimes you have to in order to get your point across. You don't have to, but in this particular case, it definitely frustrates me how we limit ourselves from doing everything. And somehow we always we just gotta rest. I just gotta rest. Don't forget to rest. How much rest do you need? You're going to be resting forever when you check out and you have no more time on this planet. You do understand that, right? Another thing, I wish I would have been into Primerica heavier when I had the opportunity years ago. I don't have to sell this stuff. It's so real. It's so necessary. All of it, the wills, the financial literacy, the other services that they provide, is so necessary and is so needed, guys. And so basically what I'm trying to say is, that's a call from a good homie, but this is one individual who, don't get me wrong, it's my boy, man, but he definitely is one of those people who won't let himself live. But anyway, speaking of the person who I'm talking about, he mentioned to me about a good close relative to him, who was only 40 years old and passed away, right? So we talk about this all the time in these meetings. We know that this is something that we're guaranteed to do. Now, I hope that he wasn't 100% on point when he was talking about the young lady, but he definitely, I of course, whenever I hear, the natural occurrence, which is death now, always triggers in my mind, did they have coverage, right? He said off top, man, I'm pretty sure she didn't. I'm pretty sure she didn't have coverage. She had children. She had a family. So immediately, I've already educated him. He stuttered for a second and also said that he doesn't have coverage. He's got to check his coverage. You don't have to check your coverage. You know, either you have coverage or you don't have coverage. That's it. Check your coverage. You have it or you don't. That's it. Listen, man. People got to stop playing. People got to stop playing. I don't understand what the problem is. You got to start living, and you got to protect yourself. You know what I mean? Protecting yourself by being covered for your family, protecting yourself by being physically active, working out, exercising, mentally disconnecting from all the garbage, all this trash. Like, it's just a bunch of garbage, man. It makes you feel, you ever watch something so bad and it just brings your energy levels down, like, and you can feel it, like some Dragon Ball type stuff, energy levels, decreasing. I say this all the time, joking with my kids. They sit around, I don't want to say, I call it the ghetto skanks. I don't want to say give any of these shows any extra publicity, but they're horrible. They're horrible for our kids. They're horrible for anybody, an adult, for your mind, just for your energy levels, man. It's garbage. But anyway, I didn't went too far. I'm already at like 7 minutes. I just wanted to get that point across about how we need to start living, and definitely, it's so real. Shout out to Wallow, because he dropped a heavy jewel. This man spent over 25 years in prison himself and came home with a totally different game plan, and now he's out of this world taking care of business, man. And no excuses. All these people, we all out here and we're just making excuses. That's all we do. I've been guilty of it, making excuses. Oh, I don't have time. Like, even with me taking this drive, I'm grateful for this place of employment, but I'm working on being done with it. I don't want to do this no more. It's not really making a difference. I have to be doing something with my life, with this temporary life, and with my time while I'm here, and make a real difference. This is easy. This job is easy for me, but the people try to make it difficult with little nitpicky things. And I don't want to. I'm on my way up out of it. I promise you that. So guys, listen. Get after your dreams. Get after your hopes.
Police reported it.
Stay healthy. Stay mentally, physically active. Feed yourself healthy things. I don't even drink anymore. Like, I'm nothing. I do a cigar, and now I'm getting into non-alcoholic, different spirits. With no alcohol in it. Some of them even have like a lot of healthy mushrooms and different things like that, and I'm getting into that because I'm always high. I don't need anything to make me not myself. I don't knock it, but I'm just saying I don't need it. You know what I'm saying? So anyway, guys, peace, love, and blessings. Think about that message. There's so many more people mentally incarcerated out here in the free world than there are physically incarcerated. That's heavy, man. Shout out to Wallow 267. Peace, love, and blessings.